Thursday, everybody, and today we are going to talk about my first ever review in 2024, Barbie and the Nutcracker. I know, we've been waiting for almost the last 5 days talking about Barbie and the Nutcracker. Now, let's talk about this doll's first ever lead-featured film. So, the movie starts off with the lovely young Clara looking at a snow globe, and then her uncle tells her to decorate before the guests arrive. And so, she got the ornament, she took Tommy to a bath, and her Aunt Drosselmeyer gave them gifts, like Tommy got new soldiers and Clara got a nutcracker. What a lovely idea. So, Clara wants to play with her nutcracker, but Tommy wants to play with it and conquer his own army. And so, Clara didn't want her younger brother Tommy to play with doll, so he broke it, and Clara needs to fix him. He was covered, and now he's covered. And so Clara was fast asleep, and during midnight, the twinkling stars came over, and the mice, including the Mouse King, voiced by Tim Curry, and the Nutcracker came to life as well. They started the battle, and the Mouse King shrunk Clara, and they went back to the Land of Sweets, while the Owl asked Clara to go to the Land of Sweets to find the Sugarplum Princess, return the Nutcracker back to his old self, and Clara can go back to her original size while the Nutcracker can be human again. It wasn't explained about how he turned into a Nutcracker, but the story will continue as we later on. So they go to the Land of Sweets and stumble upon with snow fairies. They danced, and they wanted to ask Clara if they want to dance too, but she said, "Nah, bro, I'm good." Excuse me. And then they finally opened the gates, and now they are in the Land of Sweets, aka Pardinia. Meanwhile, the bat asked the Mouse King that the Nutcracker has gone back to the Land of Sweets, and so the Nutcracker is finally about to meet his own personal game because the Mouse King has sent out his own troops. Once Clara and the Nutcracker came around to the gingerbread village, they realized that this is empty. And then they found 2 children, Gingerbread Boy and Peppermint Girl, alongside their horse Marzipan. They explained that they picked up candleberries and figured out that everybody in the GC has disappeared, all because of a son of a Nutcracker going by the name of Prince Eric. Well, nothing happened to Prince Eric because they have no logic, because they're not with Prince Eric. And so they went over to the forest and saw that the mice were carrying leftovers from their village, and then they ran to the forest and saw a ladder out of nowhere and met the second couple of the film, Major Man and Captain Candy. They asked Clara and Nutcracker where they came from. They were on a quest to find who asked. The next morning, Clara and her friends are ready to go on a quest to find who asked and ready to go on the bridge. First was Major Mint. Captain Candy was thrown off by Major Mint, his boyfriend, and then they asked his loyal friend the Nutcracker, which he apparently saved him, and they continued their quest to find who asked. The second couple are ready to build a boat experience, while the first couple are going to get some supplies. When? How? By rescuing some flower fairies and get them supplies, which are apparently apples, and then when they were about to kiss, they stumbled upon Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and they wanted to ask the second couple if they want to run away. But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just completely ruined their boat, and the snow fairies just take them away by using Smartpan. Wait, when did Smartpan get over here? It never explained. So they escaped, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson drowned due to the Nutcracker having a sword, because, logic is, wood floats, rock doesn't. After they stumble upon the mysterious island, they continue their quest to find who asked, and stumble upon a castle. The boys were captured, and Clara needs to rescue them by using a swing that has been created by the flower fairies, and then she set off to rescue them. She arrived at the palace, and then she realizes that the Mouse King is starting an uprising. She rescued the man, and the Mouse King is starting the battle with the Nutcracker. He turned huge, yada yada yada, and Clara was acting so distressed about the Nutcracker. And so, Tim Curry realizes he didn't make Clara that small, and he just cast a spell on Clara, but the spell just reflected it on the sword thanks to mirror magic. He's now the size of a mouse like he usually is. Clara was worried about the Nutcracker, but he was just wood, and so she kissed him, and then he turned into a prince. And now she's the Sugar Plum Fairy, and now everybody is happy except for the Mouse King, who took her necklace, and now she's back home. Yippee! Clara does arrive back home, and then she wanted to ask her grandfather that the mice were having a war, and the Mouse King shrugged her with a golden scepter, but her grandfather didn't believe in her because she was taking drugs again, and Elizabeth didn't believe her, Tommy didn't believe her, hell, even Eric.